Okay, let's do this. According to Ale, I was about to say season, episode 4. Episode 4, not season. That's crazy. But I don't have my cards today, so I'm like, I'm gonna use my phone. Sorry, everybody. But I'm gonna talk about, I feel like, okay, over the weekend, I was in LA with my best friends in the whole wide world. I've known them since I was 5. And I was like, man, like, I don't know what to talk about. And one conversation that really got my mind going was high school. The nostalgia of high school. Scary. I thought high school was so scary and crazy. At least I was in high school. I was definitely a demon child, a problem child. Teachers either loved me or hated me. But yeah, like we were talking about over the weekend, and I was like, damn, like the memories back then were crazy. And I also feel like those memories helped me become who I am today, you know? So I was like, man, why not? Like something chill, like a chill segment today. I was like, let me talk about high school. I promise, just listen, because you're like, what the hell? You're crazy. But again, I feel like, hey, it builds character. Why not? You know? So I was like, let me get into it. And I had to do my little points, because I'm like, knowing me, I word vomit. So if I don't jot my little words down, over. Okay. So yeah, so this is pretty much a get to know me. Yeah, get to know me, nostalgia, high school. Let's get it. So, also too, I forgot to mention, my dad heard my other podcast. He called me over the weekend, and my dad was like, "Hi, I want to say I'm proud of you, but I heard everything, and my heart dropped to my ass, because I was like, damn, that's my dad. He's hearing what I'm doing. So, Dad, I'm gonna tell you right now, you were right the whole time. Yes, I was doing everything you accused me of back in the day. And yes, I did. Probably times 50. But it's okay. It doesn't matter now. I'm a good person. Anyways, just don't listen. So I was like, all right, first order of business. I was like, one thing that I was like, damn, that's crazy, was when I lost my virginity. Fun, right? Virginity. Yeah, so I was like, let me bring it back to high school. So I went to a high school in San Mateo, because that's where I'm from. And, you know, I went to it's crazy because the Bay is like hella diverse. But I went to a predominantly white high school. My parents were like, no, you're going to go to the high school I went to. So just so happened to be the predominantly white high school. And there wasn't many Latinos or like African Americans or Polynesians. So I was definitely in my grade like one of the few like Latinos. And I'll admit, you know, your girl was a little developed at a young age. I was, you know, I do blame my Puerto Rican side for that one. And, you know, I did get a lot of attention, even attention that I didn't want, you know, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's even hard to explain it, but like, I just got a lot of bad attention, and I never understood why my parents were so overprotective. Because I feel like, you know, your freshman year, you're what, 14, 15? You're not thinking about that stuff. I'm not thinking about what I think about today or my mindset throughout high school. So I was like an innocent ass kid that just doesn't know any better, you know? And very naive. I don't care. Like 14, 15. I feel like just high school, you're naive. I don't care. But, you know, I was. Anywho. So, yeah, my freshman year, it was cool. It was kind of hard for me to find friends, because I was just like the odd man out, you know, because there was just so many groups that it's like, what do I fit into? Because I was too, how do I explain it? I don't know how to explain it, but I was too ghetto for the white kids, but too white for the like ghetto kids. You know what I'm saying? So I was just very stuck in the middle throughout my high school life, just so you guys can get a little glimpse of me, right? Anywho, so let's just get into the funsies. Let's get into the funsies. So the funsies is, in my high school year, there was this football player. I'm not even going to say his name. I'll just call him light-skinned football player. So I was a freshman, and he was a junior. And light-skinned man, he was good looking. He was a good, you know, at the time, like, he was a junior, good looking football player, you know, and he was popular. Like, it's true. Like, he was the popular guy. Everyone knew who he was. Like, the epitome of like what you would see in a movie, for real. Like, that's how it felt, you know. And, you know, here I am, this like little like Latina, like, you know, freshman girl, new to this stuff. And I noticed like he started to like me, you know? So I was feeling myself. I was like, me, little old me, you know? Like you're thinking like, damn, like, why is this kid like me, you know? And I didn't think of it as like, oh, like he wants something out of me. You're really thinking like, damn, like this older guy likes me. You know, that's all like, that's also my lesson too. Just be careful because men don't change, okay? Anyways, so whatever, this guy started texting me, he started liking me, and eventually, you know, you start to like, be like, hey, let's start, you know, after school or during lunch, like, come to my house. And I'm 50. I'm like hella geeked that this fine ass man is like, come hang out with me. This is the popular kid at school. And at the time, like girls would call me hoe, like a hoe and stuff, because I was developed. I did get a lot of attention from juniors and seniors. But it's like, damn, I'm not a hoe yet. Let me get there. Anyways, so girls would already be kind of mean to me because like, I don't know, like the attention I was getting, especially from light-skinned man, right? I don't even know if that's bad to say, but like, I don't know, cut it out if it's bad. but you know what I'm saying? So anyways, so yeah, like he, you know, would invite me over and like nothing happened yet, but like you can tell he was trying to like, you feel me? Like get me comfortable, cool. So then he started doing the whole like, you're my girlfriend now. So I'm like, I'm your girlfriend? Like no way. You know, I'm all excited, whatever. And one day we go to his house, and I'm the girlfriend now, so I feel so cool. I feel like, you know, you're a young girl. You don't know any better. So I'm all feeling myself and shit. And I go over to his house. His mom is gone. Everybody's gone. The house is empty. And he had a nice-ass house in San Mateo. I won't say where because everyone will know who I'm talking about. At least back in high school. But he was my first boyfriend too. Like I don't think I mentioned that, but he was my first boyfriend ever. So I really didn't know any better. I don't know. Anyways, so went over to his house, and I mean, this is kind of sad, but like he kind of like forced me to do. He kind of did the like, we sat on his bed. You know that awkward like pose, like you sit on the bed and you're just like, so what do we do? Or you're just sitting on the bed like, so what now? And he kind of did the, well, if you're my girlfriend, kind of got to do it. So I'm like, no, I'm not ready. But it kind of sucked because like at the time, you don't really think somebody's pressuring you for real until I got older. When I look back and I'm like, damn, I got pressured to do a lot of things I did not want to do. But again, I was young, naive, and I was just like, you know, I was like, whatever, like, well, he likes me. And he kind of embedded that in my head. Well, I like you, so, and you're my girlfriend now, so kind of like, let me do, you know, what I want. Not what I want, that sounds terrible, but like, let me do the deed, you feel me? So I was like, shit. So I'll never forget, I'm sitting on his bed all awkward, and he was trying to touch me, and I did the, oh, I'm scared, scared. Like making out was cool, but past that, I was like, ooh. I was 15, he was probably like 16, 17. And I'll never forget, he like, kind of just like pressured me into doing it. So I was like, all right, I did it. And I'm not going to say, oh God, I'm not going to say it was like the R word, but like, it was definitely, the pressure was there. But he was young, I was young, both naive, I guess. Like, I don't think he really knew any better, you know, or didn't realize it was pressure. But even for guys listening, like, that's pressure. If a girl says no the first time, like, take that no, please. Like, let's important lesson of the day. Take the no the first time, okay? But anyways, but yeah, he was young, eager, whatever. So we did it. I remember like laying there like a little pancake, like a little, you know, just laying there like a toast or strudel. And that shit sucked. Losing my virginity the first time sucked. It was not fun. I remember it was terrible. I wanted to just jump off the Golden Gate Bridge and do a backflip. I was like, this is it? I'm like, this is sex? It's crazy. It hurt so bad. And I wasn't ready. It did not feel, it hurt. I don't know how it is for everybody's first time, but I'll never forget my first time. And me and my best friends this weekend were literally laughing about all of our first times, because why was mine the shittiest? I don't know. But so that was the kickoff high school for me because I was literally beginning of my high school era was dealing with that man, and he put me through the ringer. And I remember I would just constantly, like during lunchtime or after school, would just run to his house later on before his mom got home. And damn, that was an era. That was a time. And so many girls hated me because of him, but I don't know. But that was my first time. My first time was not fun, definitely pressured. I would definitely give it a 2 out of 10. A 2 because it built character. And I'm a monster today, so whatever. So that was how I lost my virginity. Not very fun. And I think I don't mind going into more detail. I got what's it called, guys? The thing that I just got it. We had to pay for it to like get into the details. The Patreon. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Like for some of my stories, like if y'all really want to hear the detail, like me really, really getting into it, I'm gonna start a Patreon, like detail, nitty gritty type stuff. If you really want to hear how it fully went down, because I'm like, man, I don't want to say it on camera. Now I know my dad's listening. But yeah, so screw it. I'm gonna just put that part on the Patreon, and then subscribe to the Patreon if y'all want to hear the details, because it definitely went crazy. I don't mind sharing. I really don't. But anyways, that was beginning freshman year. Again, sorry, Dad, don't listen. And I think I'm gonna in this, I'm gonna just get into like multiple like mini story times for this, because I'm like, screw it. This is gonna be like my chill segment, just different mini stories. I'm different. So my second story, or my second little high school moment, and it's crazy. Again, like all this was brought up this weekend. I was like, damn, this was, oh my God, was it my sophomore year of high school? Either sophomore or junior year of high school. I think maybe junior year. Ooh, and I might get some stuff for this one. I'm scared. This was so long ago though, but for those who might get angry, it's not personal. It's just a story time. But, and don't worry, I won't snitch on nobody. Yeah, everybody already got in trouble, did what they had to do. I don't think anybody's gonna get in trouble again. But anyways, so my junior year, and I'm gonna tell it from my perspective first, and then I'll tell it from, actually, I'm gonna just, let me rewind. So I got invited to Sarah's prom. So Sarah is one of the biggest high schools, private high schools is where I'm from, my hometown. Shout out, Tom Brady went to Sarah High School. By the way, fun fact, that's why I'm a Tom Brady fan. Anyways, so I went to Sarah High School's prom. And me and my prom date went to prom, had a good time. Actually, no, and I can't say, I don't want to say her name. But it was me and my 2 best friends. All 3 of us girls, we went to the Sarah prom together. It was so much fun. We had a time, okay? And during prom, one of my best friends in the whole wide world, I can't say her name. She told me not to say her name, but who you are. She's the love of my life. Anyways. But yeah, so she went her separate ways after prom. I went mine with my prom date, and we were going to a party up in the hills. It was like a bunch of, rich kids, all that shit. So anyways, me and my prom date hop in the car after prom, and we're headed to the party. And I'm still in my little dress. He's still in a suit. We're all excited, whatever. And on our way up to, the house in the hills to go to the party, there's a liquor store. And it's a well-known liquor store in the area going up in the hills. Like, I don't want to give it away, but just know, like, it's like the liquor store. You have to go up this road. There's a bunch of houses going down. You have to keep driving up to the top to reach to, like, all the, rich, big houses, right? So anyways, we were prom driving up, and as we're driving, literally next to the liquor store, because, like, the liquor store, and then there's, like, a drive-in area where you can park your cars and stuff, like a mini parking lot. Mini parking lot, and then the road, right? On the road, no joke, I see a big man, no bullshit, hella blood pouring out of this man's head. Like, he looked dead. Okay? And before people judge me after this next part, because yes, I am going to get judged. Remember, I was a child, okay? I was a young girl. But I was in the Snapchat era where you Snapchat everything like a dummy, okay? And that's exactly what I did. I took out my phone real quick. And I saw the man's body in the car. I was what, 16, 17? And here I am Snapchatting like, oh my God, like there's a dead body on the road. Who, like this, I think this guy got hit like a dumbass over here recording this man which I thought at the time like died, right? Yeah, anyways, dumb. I was a very dumb kid. Anyway, so I recorded like, put on my Snapchat story and I put, oh my God, this guy got hit by a car, right? Whatever. And then literally 5 seconds later, cop cars showed up to the scene. So that means that this guy, whatever happened to him, probably happened within, I'll say maybe 10 to 15 minutes or maybe less before I saw it. So that means it freshly just happened because the cops didn't even arrive yet. But there was no one else on the scene, right? So anyways, me and my prom date keep driving up and we're like, what the fuck, that's so crazy. Like what? Like, we just saw a dead body, or we thought it was a dead body. And no joke, I got a message on Snapchat from this guy. He was a Polynesian guy. And I don't really know him either. I didn't know who he was, but we had, I feel like in your hometown, everybody just adds everybody on socials, whatever. This man goes, you better delete that shit right now, like going off on me. So I'm like, oh my God, did I just post this like family member or something? Like I felt so horrible because I'm like, oh my God, like did I just, so I deleted, right? So I'm like, oh shit, what if, I don't know. But he like went off. So I deleted whatever. I went to the party, had a good time. And then later that night, my best friend in the whole wide world, keep in mind, I have no idea what's going on. Coincidentally, and this would happen to us, my best friend in the whole wide world freaking calls me. And this bitch goes, Ale, you will never believe what just happened to me tonight. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was like, after prom, she was in a car with this guy. I can't say his name. So that's one story time. And then, yeah, we didn't make the best decisions, me and my best friend. Like, we definitely were those young girls in the back of, like, a car where guys just, like, pulled licks and shit and, like, stole and did bad things. I'm not gonna lie. I did have a time where there was a little gun in my little backpack or purse at the time. I didn't make the right decisions. We were mobbing with those types of people. But it builds character, and I think that's all that matters. I would never do that ghetto shit ever again. But did it build character? Yes. That it's just, I don't know. I feel like back at home, it's like you're either kicking it with like the rich, like, not white people, but like you know, the wealthy, or you're gonna kick it with like the for real, that get down, you know, like you're gonna see them do some shit. So like that was kind of my life in high school. It was very like I was either with the rich like kids, or I was with like the hood, like get down, like they like went to jail for doing something for real. So I don't know. I feel like that's also why I can mix and mingle with different people. So shout out Bay Area culture. That's literally what it is, Bay Area culture. But what else? Ooh, okay, this was a fun one too. This is a fun story too. Oh my God, guys, this is bringing literally the nostalgia is just taking it back for me. I'll probably do another high school segment because there's just so much shit that happened to me in high school. Crazy ass shit. So my last story, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna do it like screw it, 3 story. Or how long have I been? How long has it been going for? I'm good. Oh, period. My bad, guys. You know, I gotta check in with the team. I don't over yap, guys, because I will over, especially when I'm getting into a story, I will over yap. But anyways, all right, last story time. It's like my mini series. like my mini stories. So anyways, last story time. This was crazy. So I'll never forget. Oh, man, this was my senior year. In my senior year, I was the calmest. In my senior year, I was probably the most relaxed. I was probably devil spawn from freshman year to like middle of junior year, and then I chilled out a lot. But anyway, so long story short, my senior year, no issues, no problems, just vibing and thriving. Passing, surprisingly, because damn, I sucked in school. And I'll never forget, I had a friend, and I hope he's doing well. We don't talk anymore, but I hope he's doing well. But at the time, we were really, really good friends. And I'm going to call him my Colombian friend, okay, my Colombiano. So me and Colombiano, we were chopping it up one time, like in the courtyard, whatever, or courtyard, or whatever it's called, like just out in the yard, whatever. It was lunch, and I'll never forget that he was telling me about this girl who came over to his house and wanted to hook up with him, but he was not sexually attracted to this girl, right? So as he's telling me the story, he told the girl, like, I guess the girl kept trying to like touch him at his house, whatever, and like sleep with him. And he told her, and he's like, hey, like, I'm not in the mood. Like, I thought we were just hanging out, whatever. And the girl goes, because it just so happens his brother's gay, which I love his brother. I hope his brother's doing well. And I was really close to this guy's family, Colombiano's brother, his family, whatever. And tell me why this girl goes, are you a F something 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 T, just like your brother? And she said that to Colombiano. And I said, what did that be? I was so upset. That got me so upset because I was like, she called you a what and disrespected your brother? Like, that F word is not okay. So I was upset. And I'm an ally, just for those who don't know. Yes, I am an ally. Anyways. But yeah, so she's like, hey, are you an F like your brother? And he's told the girl, get the F out of my house, yada, yada, yada. And so anyways, he's telling me the story, right? Telling me the story. And of course, as a friend, which any friend would, let's be so for real right now, would be like, what a bitch. Like, F her, yada, yada. Like, I was so upset. Just like, how dare she? And this girl was like some ghetto ratchet girl that like was in like, oh God, I don't want to hate on like, you know, when you're kind of in high school, but you're not, you're in like a different school. I don't hate on that. But this girl was a ratchet girl, so whatever, anyways. So I'll call her Big Nose because she had a really bad nose. Like, people called her like cara de rata, like face of a rat. They did. So I'll call this girl cara de rata because she deserved this. She did. This girl was not nice. So anyways, I'll never forget, as we were talking about cara de rata, right, rat face, I didn't realize that rat face, her best friend, which I did not know. Remember, I don't know rat face. I didn't know her. I just knew from the story. And I've heard of her. My hometown's kind of small. So I didn't realize her friend was sitting right next to us. We didn't know that this, like, because she was a Caucasian girl. We didn't realize that they were friends. I thought that this Caucasian girl from my high school would have been friends with her. So we had no idea that who we were sitting next to. So, ooh, caught up. So tell me why I started getting messages on Snapchat from Ratface, and she was calling me like a bitch and a this and a that, and like, I want to talk shit. Like, she's gonna pull up on me with her homegirls. And me, I don't care. I'm about, I was like, listen, I mean, to be fair, my homeboy did tell me what you said. And I told her that. I'm like, hey, to be fair, my homeboy did tell me what you said. I don't know what other response you would want somebody. And I came at her very mature. I don't know what other response you would want somebody to say about that. I don't have an issue with you. I just don't like what you said about him and his brother. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that she did have to hear it, but whatever. And this girl, and I try to drop it. I try to be mature. I try to just like, whatever. And I wasn't scared. I just Why have the drama? It's my senior year. I'm trying to graduate, and prom was around the corner. No, I was not going to get in trouble before prom. Fun fact, I went to 8 proms, but we'll get into that some other time. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I went to 8 proms. Don't worry, I only hooked up with 2 of my prom dates, not all 8. Don't worry. Anyways, so, and they were my boyfriends, to be fair. So nobody judge me. Don't judge me. I don't care. I told y'all I'm open. So anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, you know, I have all these things. I have a lot to lose. So why beef with somebody if you have a lot to lose? So I was trying to end it, you know. And Rat Face was like, no, bitch, what do I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up to your high school and I'm gonna beat your ass. Actually, no, I'm a liar. She graduated from that other high school that's not a high school, and she was at CSM. So she went to CSM, College of San Mateo. So she was a year older than me. Yes. I'm sorry. So she was in college trying to fight me. Damn. That just dawned on me right now. So this girl was in college trying to fight a high schooler. Embarrassing. So anyways, Rat Face was just going at it, whatever. And I tried to nip it, and I even blocked her. I went to like block her. Cool, ended. Never showed up to it was like a month and a half, never showed up to my high school, kept messaging like my guy friend, like, I'm gonna come and beat her ass, whatever. Nothing, whatever, a month and a half went by, cool. All of a sudden, and it's like, out of all the days, why did it have to be this day? And it was closer to prom too, okay? Because prom was like in May. I'll never forget, okay? So, tell me why. And those girls just had time that day. It was like a senior something going on at lunch. So imagine, and there was like a terrace. So it's like no joke, like a movie scene. The top terrace, and there was like a mini arena. It was like a mini, like short stage, and all the seniors were sitting all around the stage. All of them were like on top. It was like a huge arena full of the whole entire senior class, okay? I'll never forget this shit. I was with my other best friend that I've been best friends since I was 5 years old. And I grew up with a lot of kids that I went to high school with. We've all known each other since like middle school, elementary school, like very tight-knit. So anyways, I'm sitting with them, and I'll never forget, you see 3 like really ghetto, like drugged out looking. Like you can tell these girls were touching some things like back in the day. Like you can tell they were a little sprung out a little bit. You know, these girls were known to get into trouble. And yeah, so they pulled up to my school in the middle of like the arena where everybody's there. And they step on the 3 stairs there, like these 3 stairs, like the top, the 3 stairs, lower stairs in the arena, but everyone can see everybody hear everything, whatever. And they come down and they're like, where's Alejandra? Fuck that bitch, I'm a fuck. So of course everyone's like, what? So it's like now everyone's looking at me and I see them. So I pop up. I was so mad. My adrenaline was at 10. I was so mad. So I'm like, no, these ghetto fucking ratchet ass hoes did not. Like, no, they did not just pull up to my high school right now. And I get up all over a boy, all over me defending my guy friend, just calling her a bitch, right? And there's 3 of them against little old me. But little old me did not give a fuck. I don't care. At the time, I am a classy girl now, don't worry. But at the time, I got down. I did not care. So I popped up, and I'm like, what's good? Like, what's good? Like, you know, whatever. I did not care. And the girls were, you know, on the stairs, yappity yap, like talking shit, whatever. And I remember I'm going at it, and I start cracking jokes. Like, I actually called the girl a rat face, and like they looked like they're on drugs. I was just going in, like I was like, huh. And then me being a clown, I was like a class clown, but not. I turned around to everybody, like on the sides of me. I was like, huh. I was like, look at these loser ass bitches trying to fight a high schooler, ha. And the whole senior class started laughing at these girls, like, ha. You know, imagine like. And everyone booing them and telling them to get out. It was crazy. I didn't think everybody would defend me in a way, but they did. And I'll never forget that the girls, 2 of them got mad. So they ran down the stairs, ran up on me, they pulled my hair, one on this side, one on this side, pulled my hair, and I pushed them both off. Like, I literally just pushed them. And there's a video somewhere, so whoever has a video, please send it to me. Hey, maybe I'll put that on the Patreon. But I do. There's a video out there somewhere. I know it. It's so bad, but anyways, I might post it anyway. On the Patreon, though. On the Patreon. But there was, and you'll see me in the video pushing them off me, for real. They didn't swing on me. They didn't hit me. I mean, in the video, it looked like they touched my face, but she was perfect. Prom was around the corner. Anyways, so I'll never forget. I pushed them off of me, and I was like stressed. I was like, my heart was palpitating because I'm like, holy shit, like what's happening? And they like run up the stairs, whatever. So I'm like kind of having like an anxiety attack, cool, in front of a whole high school class. And then I don't know how these girls, it all happened so quick that I don't even know how they like got out of there, but we didn't even finish the fight. All I know is like me and like, and I'll never forget, shout out Grant. I'm going to say his name because whatever. Shout out Grant. Grew up with him too since I was in elementary school. He was the only, because everyone else was kind of scary in my high school. I'm not gonna lie, everybody in my high school was very like, not like me. So everyone was kind of scared. They were scaredy cats. Sorry guys, but you know you are. And the only person who like defended me was really defending me, like got up and like got in these girls' faces and told them to leave, was Grant. So shout out Grant, I love you. We're still cool, and I'll never forget that. And I think he's the one who told them to get out and started like really pressing these girls for me as well, like defending me before things escalated. So whatever, that happened. They left my campus. My school pressed charges. I didn't want to be quote a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Because it was tough because like dealing with those certain people. If you're a snitch, like, then everybody kind of treats you a certain way. It was weird. It just depended on what circle you were in. It was just, it was complicated. So I didn't want to tell, but people told for me already. So whatever. So people already knew who the girls were, all this stuff. So like they got in trouble with the cops, all three of the girls. And then tell me, cool, like 2 weeks go by. And I'll never forget, I'm at a boba shop. Sorry, I know the story's so long, but Jesus, it was a long one. This is chaotic. I'll never forget that, it was me, this girl named, I'll just call her Karen, this girl named Karen, and this other guy named, I'll say Anthony, right? So me, Karen, and Anthony. And we're at the boba shop. I love boba, by the way. Shout out boba. But we went to like go get boba at like our local boba shop. And I'm chilling. My name is Dee la la la. And I guess as we were drinking boba at the boba shop, I didn't see that rat face was there, or she was around the area. I didn't know. So I was like, shit, that rat face. I was like, shit. I didn't know. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Let me rewind it back. I still don't know. I didn't realize rat face was in that area until I was driving to Karen's house. So we were on our way. I'm so sorry, not Karen's house, another friend's house, but I'll just say it's Karen's house to make the story easier. So we were driving to Karen's house, and it was Karen and, what did I say his name? I'll just say, I forgot whatever I called it. Whatever, Anthony, whatever. Karen, Anthony, and then me. But I drove my own car. I was like, hey, guys, I'll just follow you guys to your Karen's house. So whatever, they're in front of me. I'm driving behind them, and I missed Karen's house. She lives in a really nice neighborhood. So I turned my car because I missed it, so I have to like loop around the neighborhood a little bit. And as I loop around, I'm like, there's this black car following me. I look back and I was like, and I couldn't see who it was, but I just see a black car following me. So I'm like, for safety measures, if you feel like someone's following you, you're supposed to like make another circle or something, right? Just to double check. I make another circle. That black car is still following me, getting closer to my tail. So I'm like, holy shit. I was like, oh shit, somebody's following me. So what I did was I parked, I called Karen. I was like, hey, come out of your house right now. And Karen's a goody. The people I was with were like goodies. And the people I was with, I park in front of their house, and I'm facing down, and the black car purposely faces in front of my car. And who gets out is Rat Face and two of her friends. And they followed me from the boba shop. I was like, man, damn, let it go. Let it go. I just want to be like, let it go. Like, I am a child. I am still in high school. Leave me alone. So anyways, these girls, dead ass, like, start charging at me. And luckily, Anthony was a big guy. So, like, Anthony, like, grabbed the girls, and I'm just so mad. I'm like, bitch, like, just screaming because I'm so angry. And me, like, I don't care. I was so angry. And then everyone's like, get in the car. Just go home. Go home. Like, so whatever. I run into my car. I go home. And as I'm driving home, the girls hop in their car, and they start following me. And little do these girls know that my aunt, it doesn't matter because she retired, but she worked for juvenile hall, and she was the top-notch lady, okay? My godmom was that girl. All the, like, people, like, the kids that got in trouble, like, the for-reals, like, knew who she was. If I said her last name, people looked at me like, huh? You're related to her? Like, people were afraid of my godmother. Shout out my godmom. I love her. That MILF. Anyways, she's great. My favorite person. So anyways, so I remembered that. So as I'm, and so I drive into a parking lot, and I'm just doing circles. I don't want these girls to see where I live. Like, because I was, like, up in the hills, and where I lived was a little, like, it's called, like, Shoreview, like, where I live. And I didn't want these girls to, like, follow me, like, to my house. So I go into the Trader Joe's parking lot, making hella circles, and I call my godmom. I'm like, Nina. I call her Nina. I'm like, Nina, what do I do? What do I do? Like, they're following me, and I don't want them to follow me home. Like, what do I do? Like, my parents are gonna be pissed, and I'm all scared because I'm like, all right, this ain't funny no more. And like, there's 3 of them, 1 of me. I'm in my car, and I don't want them knowing where I live because you never know. Like, that's scary. Is you never know. So then I got a little scared, and then my godmom was like, give me the names. So I gave her the names of all 3 of them, and she's like, just lose them. Like, skirt out of there. She's like, tail it behind them and skirt. So that's exactly, I literally GTA skirted behind these girls. Like, they didn't see it coming. I just skirt right behind them, tailed them, got their license plate. My godmom was still on the phone, and I booked it home. I literally, like, blew past the red light, and booked it straight to my house. And my friends ended up meeting me at my house, telling my parents what happened. We called the police. And yeah, and those girls went to court. I'll never forget because the cops got involved. It was a big thing. Went to court, and and little did they know who my Nina was, my godmother. Man, my godmother told the judge, everybody. She's like, that was my goddaughter, my niece. So when they got to court, they had it so bad, and I guess Rat Face cried to my godmother, like, begging her, like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was your niece or goddaughter. Like, I didn't know. And I guess the judge made her pluck out her, like, fake eyelashes at court. Like, get that shit off your eyelashes. Yeah, like, they got in trouble, hella bad. And, like, obviously, ever since then, I got left alone because they didn't know. But moral of the story is, don't fuck with me now. I'm kidding. This is when I was in high school, but man, but yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cut it there. I'm over yapping at this point. Those are my mini high school nostalgia story times. Is there anything else I want to share? Nah, but pretty much that's it. Tune in for my next episode. My next episode will be different. Hopefully, I can get a special guest. Not guaranteeing, but hopefully I can get a special guest next episode. Should be fun. But yeah, that's my mini story series, I guess. And yeah, that's it with According to Ale. Keep checking in for more crazy stuff. Bye. Oh, that was long. Yeah. I know, that was long, guys.